The United Nations Human Rights Commission, in collaboration with its sister agencies, on Monday commenced a 3-day training session for Parliament's Committee on Gender, Children, Social Welfare, Human Rights and Health at a local hotel in Kololi. The training aims to raise awareness about children's rights and how to integrate them into legislation and policy development. It also seeks to strengthen the capacity of National Assembly members to promote and monitor the implementation of women's empowerment and gender equality standards. During the 3-day training, lawmakers will be educated on the role of parliamentarians in promoting and protecting human rights, as well as the state of Gambia's reporting to human rights governance mechanisms, challenges and perspective on measures, among other topics. Speaking at the event, the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, Honorable Fatou Kinte, expressed her gratitude to the UN President Coordinator for collaborating with other sister agencies to effectively engage 3 National Assembly select committees in strengthening their capacity to promote and protect human rights in the Gambia.
So clear that government is the crucial role of policymakers such as National Assembly members in advancing the empowerment of women and children cannot be overemphasized. It is the National Assembly members who lead the development of relevant legislation and policies that set the political agenda, allocate budgets, monitor implementation, and ensure accountability for national and international commitments, including those related to the protection of children and the empowerment of women. Hence, the importance of National Assembly members as key stakeholders in the promotion and protection of the rights of vulnerable groups, including women, people living with HIV and AIDS, and of course, children in the Gambia. To the UN Coordinator, I express my gratitude that under your leadership, OHCHR, collaborating with other sister agencies like UNFPA, UN Women, UNAIDS, and UNICEF, are rightfully engaging 3 National Assembly select committees to strengthen their capacity to promote and protect human rights, particularly for the vulnerable groups, including women, children, and people living with HIV and AIDS. Indeed, National Assembly members are uniquely positioned to shape, advance, and monitor the implementation of policies and programs that guarantee the dignity of everyone, including these key groups in the Gambia.
The UN Resident Coordinator, Carl Frederick Paul, underlined that educating National Assembly members on crucial human rights issues such as children's rights, gender equality and health is imperative for the development of effective policies and proactive laws.
The threat of the repeal of the anti-FGM law highlights the fragility of our established rights. Addressing issues like gender-based violence, child protection, and legislative reform must remain top priority of our legislative agenda, necessitating innovation solution rooted in international human rights norms and standards. The training National Assembly members on key human rights issues, including children's rights, gender equality, and health is crucial for developing effective policies and protective laws. It helps the legislators to understand the challenges faced by vulnerable groups and enable them to create laws that promote fairness and justice. It also equips them with necessary knowledge to oversee the implementation of such international convention and national laws effectively. Moreover, informed and National Assembly members can advocate for budget allocation that prioritize the realization of the right of the vulnerable groups to better outcome in education, healthcare, and overall quality of life. This rights-based and holistic approach to policymaking significantly contributes to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly those related to gender, health, well-being, and reducing inequalities.
The chairperson of the National Assembly Standing Committee on Human Rights and Constitutional Matters, Honorable Madi M.K. Sise, urged the members of the committee to pay attention to all the deliberations so that when they leave the hall, they will be able to protect the rights of the vulnerable.
I will urge members of these 3 committees to take this training very seriously, pay a lot of attention to all the deliberations, conspicuously take note, so that when we leave this hall 3 days later, we will and be able to protect the rights of the vulnerables. like I mentioned earlier on. This includes children, women, and other persons. So that wherever we are, we will be guided with those kinds of principles in terms of the protection of people's rights. And we can only do that if we pay much attention to all the deliberations. The program is loaded, and there will be a lot of presentations. I would also urge honorable members to kindly keep and store those presentations as a kind of library that you can always fall back when you are called upon in your duties.
Emmanuel Daniel Juf, the chairperson of the Human Rights Commission, underscores the importance of promoting and protecting human rights in any given country.
Human rights are the bedrock of a just and equitable society. They are inherent to all human beings, regardless of nationality, sex, ethnic origin, their color, the religion the person belongs to, the language they speak, or any other status. These rights today are said to be universal, indivisible, and interdependent. And as National Assembly members, it is your duty to safeguard these rights within our legislative framework. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which we all talk about, which was adopted in 1948, soon thereafter the Second World War was concluded, it set forth a common standard of achievements for all peoples and nations. The International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights are pivotal in international human rights, as they together constitute the International Bill of Human Rights. So alongside the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, these conventions protect civil and political rights, that is freedom of speech, assembly, religion, whilst the economic, social, and cultural rights also guarantees economic, social, and cultural rights, including the rights to education, the rights to health, and an adequate standard of living.
The Gambia lawmakers will also be trained on the national human rights mechanisms for protecting and promoting the rights of children and gender, progress made, challenges encountered, and ways forward. This training comes barely a month after the lawmakers rejected the Women's Amendment Bill that seeks to repeal the ban on female genital mutilation. Reporting for Kirfatu, I am Ramatulai Jao.